Water levels in Lake Mead and Lake Powell are at historic lows and getting lower. State and federal officials this week discussed measures that could help eventually, as Kimberly's Silverio-Bautista reports from our Washington bureau.
We stand to lose 18% of our annual Colorado River water allocation.
State and federal officials say they are projects that could address the water shortages in the western U.S. eventually. Unfortunately for Arizona residents, the problem is now.
Central Arizona farmers are in a bad spot because they've got to cut back their water usage first. They know this, they've been preparing for it.
Arizona Senator Mark Kelly was speaking after a hearing this week on the historic drought in the West and the impact it has had on water resources. Falling water levels at Lake Mead and Lake Powell on the Colorado River has already triggered cuts that will take effect next year.
A declared shortage in 2022 will result in Arizona losing 512,000 acre-feet of water, or 18% of its total Colorado River entitlement.
Arizona Department of Water Resources Director Tom BUSCHATZKE and others at the hearing said there could be some help coming in the Biden administration's proposed infrastructure bill.
As I mentioned today in this hearing on Western water, there's over $8 billion. That's for water storage and resiliency. And this is, this is critical for us to solve this drought that's now going on over 20 years.
But those projects won't help now. With the Colorado projected to fall so low that it could threaten hydropower generations at dams on the river, what's needed now is more conservation and more cooperation between states and the Colorado Basin, officials say.
It will be essential to maintain the close coordination with our partners on the ground as we move forward, if we do continue to see continued dry and warm conditions that are predicted.
BUSCHATZKE said at the end of his testimony that climate change and drought will likely increase, but with
proper planning, management, robust conservation, and collaboration across political jurisdictions and amongst stakeholders, create the greatest likelihood for success today and into the future.
In Washington, Kimberly, Silverio-Bautista, Cronkite News.
One long-term solution to the water shortage is the construction of a desalination plant that could treat water from the Sea of Cortez. BUSCHATZKE says studies have shown the idea is economically feasible, but that it would take 8 to 10 years to bring such a project online.